everybody, how's it going? It's Pancheezey here coming at you with a long overdue episode of Posing Ain't Easy. What's good? Now there's a lot of really cool stuff going on in today's episode. Three big major things. First of all, we got a vlog going on documenting my trip to New York to go ahead and meet a bunch of really cool people, as well as a general rundown of one of my favorite new shots that I did of a Dragon Ball Z collage. Next up is the meat and potatoes of the video, which is basically a step-by-step run-through of my shot that I submitted for Photo Kombat. And rounding out the episode is a quick tip about posing that I found that a lot of people just tend to gloss over sometimes. Hey, it happens. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get down to brass tacks and roll that beautiful bean footage. Woo!
Now this the part where we break it down.
That's crispy.
If I bite you, you can't get mad at me. I'm driving a motor vehicle! Okay, I've never heard it called babushka.
I haven't heard of it.
The woman who took fucking Kodak pictures.
Wow, I've never heard of it put so elegantly before. Okay, well, on my way to New York, and I thought I popped my tire, but we didn't. Yeah, trouble like that. Alright, and finally, after that super long drive, we finally made it to New York, and man, it was awesome. So the first thing we had to do, obviously, was hit up Toys R Us. This thing was huge. It was enormous. I couldn't believe how huge this Toys R Us was before. I've always seen pictures online and stuff, but I've never actually been inside it, and it literally did not disappoint. And I'm really happy that we actually got a chance to actually hit up this Toys R Us, because unfortunately they're actually not going to continue with the lease. So it was really cool to actually stop by. So right here you can actually see Elliot right front and center, and the biggest reason that a lot of us came up to New York was because Elliot was actually coming down from the UK. So everybody in the New York area, the whole ACBA fam got together, and they just showed us a really good time. You can see Darius, Nelson, Bug, Pepe over here, my fiance Rebecca, Shane even came out, so did Fernando. It was really awesome. The entire New York area family came out, really showed Elliot and I a really good time, and it was just such a good opportunity to finally put a face to all these usernames that I've been familiar with over the last couple of years, and they were so hospitable, and I honestly can't wait to do it again. Like, they rule. This entire community is the best. I can't say it enough. So enough about friends, family, posy vibes and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about the figure update, about all the stuff I got in New York. Woo! Actually, I didn't really get much, honestly. Basically, as you saw earlier, I got a Donkey Kong or World of Nintendo figure. It was on clearance. It was like $7 at Toys R Us, so I went and picked that up. Also, I hit up Image Anime. That place is so freaking awesome. Oh my god, blessed to hit up Image Anime. But when I was there, I really only picked up 2 figures. I think I picked up, I just picked up 2 Stormtroopers. Yeah, the Revoltech ones, I think. Is that all I bought? God, I could have sworn I got some other stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that really is it. I really could have sworn I got more stuff. Just in case, be prepared for a couple of quick cuts throughout the rest of the episode. I might remember some stuff that I bought. Who knows? What did I buy? Oh my god!
No! No low-class bottom feeder can surpass me in strength! It's unthinkable! I am not just a Saiyan! I am the culmination of everything superior in the Saiyan race! As much as I hate that it's come to this, it seems I'm left with no choice. I'll transform to a great ape and grind him to a pulp. We'll see how cocky he is once he witnesses the full extent of my power.
Okay, so here's a shot I kind of did on a whim, and it's been getting a lot of love lately. So I figured let's go ahead and take a quick look behind the scenes. So as you can clearly see, it's kind of a little bit different than traditional ACBA / figure photography shots. That being that there's a Goku right here, obviously, right here. Hold on, let me get this guy in focus. Goku right here. There's a Vegeta right here. Oh, but guess what? There's a Goku back here too, as well as a Vegeta back here. Now, this is really reminiscent to old Dragon Ball Z posters or, you know, pieces of art found in art books and stuff. And a guy in ACBA named Mike Wang actually started this trend. He did a Star Wars collage based off of one of his favorite Star Wars posters, and yo, let me tell you, that lit a fire under my ass. I was like, yo, I cannot believe nobody else has ever thought of this, because it's such an awesome idea to, like, you know, just take traditional ACBA and figure photography and stuff and then just apply it to collages, because we've been seeing collages our entire life, whether it be like, you know, pieces of art or movie posters and stuff like that, and it just seemed like such a natural, you know, step to take. And I went ahead and with that inspiration, I went ahead and whipped this up, and let's go ahead and take you guys around it real quick. So here's the setup. There's a lot going on, actually. As you can probably tell right now, there's a bunch of Tamashii stage explosions. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 like regular gray explosions, and there's 2 orange ones going on over there, even though you can't really see this one in the final shot. But next to that, we got a Goku over here doing a Kamehameha, followed by a Vegeta, kind of blocking it, kind of as a last resort, followed by this really tight, really awesome statue right here. Let me tell you, if you followed me on Instagram for a while, then you may have remembered the post when I first got this, and I was bugging out. And let me tell you, the feeling is still relevant, because I love this figure so much. Even though it's not articulated, it's probably one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z, you know, vinyls / statues, whatever you want to call it. It's just awesome. It's called the Ichiban Kuji Ozaru Vegeta figure, and it's like the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so freaking awesome. Anyway, I got Goku over here. He's on a flight stand, kind of a really crude flight stand. Let's go ahead and get what it looks like over here. Not traditional, like traditional ACBA flight stands. So it's kind of angular and a triangular motion, which is really stupid on my part when I made it. Should have made it like a regular circle like everybody else does, because it does give me a lot of problems. Same thing goes for Vegeta over here. He's on kind of a triangular flight stand as well, and they're both sitting on these transparent acrylic risers here. Also right here, to get some of these explosions a little bit higher, I went ahead and stuck this guy on an old Game Boy Color cartridge. This one over here is on the top of one of these storage container things. Speaking of storage containers, a lot of these are actually on storage containers. This explosion effect right here, followed by this guy back here, is on a storage container. And this one right here is on a bottle of Mod Podge being held up by this little kid Vegeta figure that Uncanny Megan actually got for my birthday. So yo, shouts to you, Uncanny Megan. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way this scene came out. I kind of had something else different envisioned. You can see in some of these older pictures right here, I had him kind of doing almost a spirit bomb kind of thing, but it didn't really work out in the long run. Whoops, sorry. Like I was saying, it didn't really work out in the long run, so I just got him doing a basic Kamehameha. There are a few shortcuts I took in here. You can actually see right here that this hand is not the actual Kamehameha hand. That's because his other Kamehameha hand right now is lost, and I don't know where it is. But a really cool tip to keep in mind is that if you position your stuff in the right way, you can hide some of these imperfections. Another good example of that is this Vegeta right here. Just like the other Goku hand, his fist hand is missing. So as you can tell, I don't know if you can tell from this angle, you can definitely tell from this angle right here, he doesn't have a fist on this hand. It's just the peg, the exposed peg right there. But depending on how you position it, you can not even tell at all that he's missing his hand. So yeah, this was a really quick behind the scenes and inspiration, I guess, of this new collage type of shot I did, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. I really can't wait to do more of this stuff, and I really can't wait to see more people on ACBA come up with more setups like this, because this is probably some of the most exciting stuff to come out of figure photography in a very long time. I'm really looking forward to what other people, you know, throw at this kind of genre. And yo, I can't say it enough. I just really dig this new style of ACBA and figure photography. So, yep, that's about it for this guy right here. Oh God, that looks so freaking cool. Oh my God. Okay, so what is all this stuff here for? Pretty good question. So what I have here is a bunch of different stuff that finally all came in all at the right time, just in time for Photo Kombat is the newest competition from ACBA that pits, you know, artists from all over the world, to, you know, test their skills, you know, fight in Photo Kombat. And this is the first contest I'm actually entering in terms of ACBA figure photography contests. I really want to bring my A game. I really want to leave my mark. Preferably, it'd be tight to win, but I don't want to get booted out early just because, you know, I played by the rules, or, you know, I stuck to my safety zone or whatever have you. So I went ahead and picked up a whole bunch of stuff, and I wanted to go ahead and set up a shot that I've had in mind for a long time, but it's a bit out of my comfort zone. But I wanted to go ahead and save it for the first time that I entered a contest. So I went ahead and picked up some desks, some tables, this guy right here, this Nendroid set, his classroom set, this Mewtwo that I've had for a while, and this Agora right here. And I won't go ahead and spoil what's happening right now, but as I take you guys through the process of setting everything up, the scene will come together, and hopefully the shot turns out good. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start setting everything up. Oh God, gotta build this thing. I thought it was just in pieces. Oh Jesus Christ. Alright, this is gonna take a while. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so about 500 years later, I got everything. Okay, so right now I went ahead and printed out these cutouts. I went ahead and made these cutouts myself on the computer. Cutouts are probably my weakest area in ACBA, honestly. If you want to be completely honest right here, completely transparent, I don't really do cutouts that often. And I know that cutouts are pretty much what sets ACBA apart from just regular figure photography. So I want to go ahead and use this tournament to go ahead and work on my cutout game. So, you know, let's go ahead and cut these guys out. Jesus Christ. Probably not the best type of scissors to use for this. Now, for those of you who are just getting started with cutouts, like me, honestly, let's be honest, after you cut your stuff out, you'll notice that sometimes the edges are going to be really white. You're going to miss a few spots. Well, not, it's totally fine. It's totally cool. I found a good way to get rid of this is to just take a felt tip marker. You can use a Sharpie or just any kind of felt tip that you have lying around, and just go ahead and fill in those edges, and it works out perfectly. Looks great. So, earlier on I thought I messed up, but it actually worked out in my favor. It started bleeding a little bit out right there, and I thought that I had to start all over again, but it actually worked out because this cutout is for Giovanni, and Giovanni's getting choked out. So I figured, let's go ahead and kind of make it look like really rough around the edges while actually keeping the cutout very clean. It gives it more of a feeling that he's getting choked out, like in his word bubble. So I think that worked out pretty well. That's a good example of, you know, just rolling with the punches. If stuff, you know, gets kind of messed up, always think of a way that you can make it work before going ahead and scrapping everything and, you know, wasting your time, which, you know, is valuable. All right, and here they are in all their glory. Jeez, it only took forever, but very, very pleased with the way they turned out. It may have taken a lot of time, but generally when you take your time with stuff, the end product looks really, really good. And this does, so really, really happy. Okay, and now it's time to finally start building the set. Alright, so I got the floor set down. I figured a white floor, you know, obviously for a lab. So the lab is actually being built out of the face of a mountain. So I was thinking that maybe we could have this thing right here. I mean, it could work, honestly. Just want to go ahead and feel it out, see how it works. If it doesn't, then, you know, it doesn't. I tried. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to try. Okay, so I know I want it to look more or less like this-ish. That'll look pretty cool. Maybe. We'll figure it out. Okay, so let's see. In the back, I know I wanted one scientist like freaking out, kind of like, oh my god, we're gonna die. These guys came with phones, right? Let's go ahead and incorporate that. Nothing, I'm just filming. Posing ain't easy stuff. Posing ain't easy stuff. No, it's fine. I'm not using the audio from it. No, because your ass wasn't gonna stop talking anyway. Oh man. Okay, so I have the shot framed up. So from now on, I'm just going to be working from within this frame. So I'm just going to keep the camera right here. I got it positioned exactly where I want it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tweak some stuff. Like this guy right here, his arm is a little weird. This guy back here, I don't know if I want to keep him, you know, holding a cell phone like that. And this guy right back here, I feel like I could move him a little more this way so you can get, you know, more of a feel that it's actually he's a person. You know, so let's go ahead and just go ahead and do all that stuff real quick. Some chairs back here. Sprinkle some chairs down there. This guy right here. Take his arm. Put it more like that. Okay. Everything looks good. Now, let's start lighting it. God. Actually, you know, it's really not that badly lit right now, to be quite honest. Let's get some fill lights going. Maybe put some fill on Giovanni. Let's bring this. No, let's bring it down a little bit. Oh god, that looks great. Start opening these guys up. For those of you who didn't get a chance to catch the episode, I think this was in episode 2. I picked these lamps up from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I can't remember which one at the moment. But Yo, if that wasn't a clue enough, they cost $1. And they're really good lights, actually. Very useful. Especially for stuff like this. Now, I wasn't originally going to use it for this purpose, but, you know, they're working out. Alright, that looks great. Cool thing to note is, even though you can't tell right away, you know, about your lighting, you have to keep on experimenting, because as of right now, it doesn't really look like this little light is doing much, but as you can see right here in the shadows of his suit, great time to turn off. It actually fills those out, which works out perfectly, so it's always good to, you know, experiment if it doesn't look like it's doing stuff right away. Okay, all that's really left right now is to put the cutouts where they need to be, as well as put this energy beam right here. Let's pray. Alright, so for those of you new to cutouts, this is what a lot of people use to stick cutouts to the figures or the props or whatever have you. This is Mini Babel original cheese. Not only is it tasty, but it's healthy for you too. Anyway, once you eat the cheese, it comes in a wax, and the wax, when you bunch it all up, looks like this. This bag has seen better days. I don't know what's going on. But all the wax ends up looking like this. And you can just break off a little piece, and then, you know, a little piece goes a long way, and you can use that to stick it to your figs or whatever. And doesn't really leave a lot of residue as long as you don't leave it on there for too long. And it works great. So let's go ahead and knock this out. I know I want to put this one first. So where should it go? Thinking right here, maybe. This would be great right here. Brilliant. So we can put the wax right here in the corner and then attach it to his little elbow right here, and it'll work out perfectly. Now, one thing you want to go ahead and realize is, even though the cutout is staying, you know, with the horizon of the real world, you want to make it keep with the horizon of the shot. So my shot right here is tilted, so you want to have to keep your cutout tilted with your shot. It makes all the difference. So let's just take a little piece. Perfect. Okay, now just need to put the stuff on Mewtwo. God. A little bit right here. We'll put that like this, maybe. God, I hope that's enough to make it work. No, fucking Giovanni. Oh my god, this is a fucking nightmare. Okay, so I'm just making some final touches. Just went ahead and switched to recording here because my GoPro died. Go figure. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and start shooting. Okay, and rounding out this episode, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys off with a quick tip specifically about posing Dragon Ball Z SH Figuarts figures. So since Dragon Ball Z is one of my favorite things on this planet, and the SH Figuarts line is one of my favorite lines as well, whenever I see people posing these figures and something is a little off, it not really bugs me, but it sticks out to me a little bit more than usual. And nothing sticks out quite as much as when someone doesn't properly pose their fists in the right manner. Now, it is a really, really small detail, and I'm pretty sure the only reason it sticks out to me specifically is because I'm a freak and I watch, read, and play Dragon Ball Z every single chance I get. So the imagery of these characters is literally burned into my brain. Now, specifically, what am I talking about? Sometimes when I see people posing these Dragon Ball Z figures and they pose them in, let's say, a pose like this. A very common pose, very common powering up pose. One of the biggest things people overlook is these fists right here. Now, if you look at the original source material, the art drawn by Akira Toriyama, you notice that whenever characters are powering up or in a powerful stance, their fists are never just like straight out like this. They never go along with the forearm. Oh my, oh, Jesus Christ. Why is it that every episode something has to freaking fall? That's actually a better angle. Anyway, like I was saying, whenever these characters are drawn in this powerful kind of powering up stance, you never see their fists drawn like this. You never see their fists drawn straight with their forearm like this, and that's because the human body doesn't really work like that. Go ahead and try and make a fist right now yourself, and you'll notice that the tighter you squeeze with your fist, the more that your hand pivots and curls along with your forearm, because that's just the way that the human body works, and that's the way Akira Toriyama draws all these Dragon Ball Z characters. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Posing Ain't Easy. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and stick your stuff in the comment section below. I love interacting with everybody on the page. And also, I want to go ahead and thank everyone for being so patient. I know episode 3 took a super long time to come out, and hopefully it was worth the wait. As usual, if you want to go ahead and follow me on the internet, all my social media links are right here. Pretty much everything I do on the internet, I have the social handle of Pancheezey, so go ahead and hit me up on Twitter and Instagram as well. Instagram is where I post all of my ACBA stuff, as well as some other stuff that I'm into. And I don't really do much on Twitter, but you can go and follow me there too. Also, if this series has gotten you more interested in figure photography and you want to go ahead and hone your skills, go ahead and check out Articulated Comic Book Art on Facebook. We're a really awesome community that helps fellow figure photographers really hone and perfect their skills. If you want to see me as well as ACBA artists go ahead and do their thing, check out the ACBA community show called ACBA Saturdays. You can find it right here on YouTube on the ACBA community page. It's a pretty awesome show containing short but sweet segments from me as well as other ACBA artists about different stuff in the community, shots, techniques, tips, and I even give a quick 1-minute review of this Vegeta figure right here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys at the next episode, and have a good one. Peace.